the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
And the third accused, you are And-Jakpa ekokopie mu ewo court the case between Dr. Kesel Atoferson versus the Republic na ene anwasem esi wo court no na enye asem koto ene se Deputy Attorney General Yara Alfred Twayeboa na cross examination no as And-Jakpa ene na lawyer for kra nim se Yara Alfred Jeboa dane ebeba beje atwa so nti won a relax na deputy AG bisa na won eya no obisa na won eya no unexpected Yara Alfred Jeboa dane ebeje cross examination no etwa so na ohye de wa na Yara And-Jakpa ejina adakam na de wa na lawyer fo nyina eye obi anwo ase na ene ye dwen se enka deputy AG mom na eba betoto ya no nenka ohia the next adjoint date no nenka Yara Alfred Jeboa dame aba beto aso nenso dame ebeje eto aso na dame beje to aso ne yahu asem na nkasa mu nokre sa sika no yetua edema big C fo no Jakpa sika onya ne womu no enya asem koto parliament krampo anje antum eno ane se won etabiri sika no won edikokotua na sene awieye ena yebehu chale ene ebia questions ena Alfred Jeboa dame eto ede emani Yara And-Jakpa ono nso eyiyi ano yanko nsem osi to what appears to be unexpected surprise from lawyers for the defense and members of the gallery. The learned Attorney General and Justice Minister took over the mantle from his learned Deputy Attorney General in cross-examining And-Jakpa today. The AG, in what appears to be his strategy, chose not to be cross-examined counsel of And-Jakpa on matters of his credibility. His part, as it appears from a strategy playbook of the prosecution, was to hit the witness on question bordering on the incorporating of the company of And-Jakpa and the involvement of Big C Limited in the purchase and shipment of vans purported to be ambulance, which are deemed by the court to be worthless. Nti Alfred Jeboa dami bani nyina no prepare ne ho se questions odebe hiti Yara And-Jakpa ekwan ono ebie company ono susu se company no shipping company ono edebe crackers anaso obegina ho as businessman na afa ne so ni akwa cars no aba obie ni company no krada be ni company no na emu odu se ono ene nke betimi nya contract no no wakwa kra no aba as a businessman na Alfred Jeboa dame no eba no aboa ne ho pa enye asem kotoa. The learned and respected Attorney General, through questioning, suggested to Mr. Jakpa that he was the mind, soul, and body of the company of Mr. Jakpa at business, which was involved in the procurement of the ambulance, the subject matter of the ongoing trial. Mr. Jakpa admitted to the fact of directorship, board chairmanship, and other elements of company ownership and direct relationship with Jakpa at business. He agreed with the suggestion of the AG, whose question appeared crisp and point that the government announced the intention to purchase ambulances and his company offered through proposals to procure the needed and announced ambulance for the states. More critically attentive Justice Asariboche, the learned AG, divide into matters regarding the incorporation of Big C Limited, the overseas-based company which exported the said ambulance to Ghana and received payment directly from the state through owing to its relationship with Jakpa at business. Mr. Jakpa naturally rejected knowledge of the incorporation details of the overseas commercial entity and spiritedly suggested to the AG the certificate of Jakpa at business and Big C in quality assurance for their nature of business, which is the sale of ambulances. suggested incorporation of the company before the contract year through the year renewal of Big C to ensure quality compliance with word quality assurance. Mr. Jakpa sought to suggest to prosecution that the business partners of Jakpa at business in the ambulance deal were incorporated before the year of the contract between government and Jakpa at a business for the supplier of ambulances. Now we are moving to where you are Godfred Jebu-Adami Ebisa, you are Richie Jakpa said, enti do we know a course we in our parliament approve, and as a parliament approve. The AG sought to suggest to the third accused and witness under cross-examination that Big C was never referred to in parliament approval of the agreement for the sale and purchases of ambulance into Ghana. Despite admitting this, Mr. Jakpa firmly suggested to prosecution that the contract amount was justified per the specification indicated for the ambulance to be purchased and delivered by Jakpa at business. Mr. Dame suggests to Mr. Jakpa to his admission that he received 28% of the entire amount paid directly to Big C by the state through a letter of credit. The learned AG suggests to the witness that the said amount was 700,000 euros, which the witness did not deny as he really did not remember the actual figure the 28% translated into. In camera hearing, proceedings continue on in camera as the Land Court of Appeal judge sitting as an additional High Court judge clearing the courtroom, leaving only counsel for the both parties. Per source of the law platform, the learned lead counsel for the state, Godfred Jebu-Adami and Tade Osori for Richie Jakpa and Dr. Bamba for Mr. Atoforsen approached the bench for a discussion which per our sort centered on an original version of a document with the seal of the state suggesting authorization of payment by the state for the ambulance. Honorable Godfred Dame continued his cross-examination on Tuesday. His cross-examination, depending on the manner of answering of questions by Mr. Jakpa, will take some 3 hours to end for the day into your 2 assembly at the Apakoshe Tuesday on 2nd July. Na yewa Godfred Jebu-Adami ababetwa ni cross-examination so eme kakra a obetimi ebisai ena onu ebisai ena Richie Jakpa enso eyi ano no.
Ambulance asem no court edasudi na ne womkwa asetena ema womkwa asetena no Richard Jakpa wontoto na no wie ntinde atemu adaka no wokogina ema womanu kwa dubafo atoto na no na womra wofro atemu adaka no ana kwa dubafo edetu nanim se Richard dey se wo beji atum wo tembuafo ene kota bejafo ina nim se Ghana Armed Forces udu ho ko wuremu no ye pamo so akoko ye pamo wiakete aso bia warante dan ya bosom ya so wontia o so wontia na fie wura etu na wiakete na onye ina abobo meboa na ye pamo so a Ghana Armed Forces pamo wo se wodi aniemu ho nsem wodi se bia kokroko ne mranta na kakabe nsem se bi wanda suban pedi anu wa mo ho modene o modin mo na nsani eni ntina Ghana Armed Forces pamo ya kodubofo no si ya na Richard Jakpa se dia kodubofo aka no nu wadwire ni pa e chan se eyesa na asem ne tie na e no kra Ghana Armed Forces de owurem na mom kwan ya wo free mu no eyesa kwan no na kodubofo no eka no ye fra bibi army administrative en se se ya wo nam so si ebe yi obi efri Ghana Armed Forces mu a wo mo se se ye ene wo mo ntotoye kwan pepepe enu amde no fa so a yan wo na ti kwan pam no sa lemute hais enfrim na kwadubofo ye ne se obeje di so kuta ni nsem nkrata ya kire kwan a Ghana Armed Forces efa so eyi ne die pamo no ana Richard Jakpa se se kwadubofo kuta krata onyi na tinye na mum sa krata no a kwadubofo aka se ne di ye krata no ono no nani ntwa so enti ontumi ni ntum sa krata no ekuta no no ensem na ewom no eye pepepe free Ghana Armed Forces so esan se woni copy enti ono no ye krata foforo kra edema no enu akire ye na Richard Jakpa lawyer original na ode to judge nim say my lord objection later year kwedubo for the aba court edi bisa Richard Jakpa semi wada roma yelibio na free hen my lord we do objection and justice if you say wa asaribochi eya ni say objection no objection krata no a kwedubo for edi bisa Richard Jakpa sem efa kwanya Ghana Armed Forces eyi ne die no court beji atum se enya adanse krata na ye na prosecution koduba for course wa no say Richard ebio mekasu anum pen se asem a wo ka kire court se Attorney General Godfrey Yebo Adame ena ebie na no kangu wo wasum se enfantefo de wo mu afochan abete sa asem no Richard me de pemo say wo boa Godfrey Yebo Adame Attorney General wanka sada eye wo anu obo wotrim ena wo ka sa asem no Richard Jakpa so betumi de nsa tia aka fom e de aka na church ma so a kire soro esa Attorney General kan ena kwadubo fo so wo boa eye wo anu obo wotrim asema banti no pesa wo ka bibi mu asem ye de na Attorney General Godfrey Yebo Adame omie na no da enka sa asem no nkira wo da se mfantefo efo papa se de waka kire court no wo mo de enot konkon ho na court man musu no ana National Communications Officer Edema Chinyamanyuku NDC Nsem-Pii ene Philippa Atanga wo ye Peace FM yankra tuni wo court en komatwetwe mu na Nsem-Pii kase ogidi ye pase Richard Jakpa adansi a wodi wo court efa ambulance asem de no ho no ebesan Dr. Kiese Lato forcing ti
we are very satisfied with the testimony and the performance of Richard Jakpa. As always, you can see that he offered free education to the Attorney General and the prosecution on many issues about the contract, parliamentary approval and all that. This is what the AG is trying to do, is to tie Jakpa to the case. You know, because Jakpa's, the main crux of his defense is that he was an agent for a PC. And therefore, if at all there has been any breaches, if at all, if an emphasis mine, he is not to be blamed. And so the line of cross-examination you saw the Attorney General proceed on was just to show that he had a role to play in the transaction. But for us, the issue boils down to whether or not something untoward has been done. In our opinion, we think nothing untoward has been done. The evidence bears that out. We are very confident that at the end of the matter, the innocence of Honorable Atofos will be vindicated, because clearly he had authorization to write those letters, and clearly no financial loss has been occasioned.
Ya yatene nkan National Communications Officer Edema NDC Nsem-Pii na enweche na Philip Atanga ene Richard Jakpa ebo nkomo na wobisa kakra o se enne se de na kodubofo de pimpim wo se Ghana Armed Forces ya pamo ya wo wetu ko ale mute house mujebaya ya esanse bi eniema wonsem a wokoye ye ene subampa wa na ne die ene emoden a wantumi ambo ana enso eninti Richard na wo se anya nokre ubesi so akira mansan na de ani wonyina so.
To the Chief of Defense Staff, the CDS, I have no knowledge about it. In fact, today is the first day I saw that letter, dated, I think, 22nd or so of 2007, or 17 years ago. Now, in that letter, that I have no idea about, they claim I consistently engage in fraudulent conduct. And when you use the word consistent, it means I didn't engage in fraudulent conduct once, several. Yet the military that I know will not countenance such a behavior once, even for it to become consistent, without charging you, trying you, whether by your commanding officer or appropriate superior authority or by court martial. I've never even gone on an interview on it.
Ya tene kan ya Richard Jakpa. Wono ana ya do otosom yensan ya bonu kwadu. Ewo ambulance asemo ayedie. Ewo court no Philippa Atanga court. Awama ne ene no jabre.
Na wey
wone gofra ya bo da me oban lo ya panyin ne nsam we bepie bonten e ma ye papa to force ne kofa bai ambulance ho sensem wona no e ho nsam ba ye be ne e won kran pumpunu mantem atepu kura ba ya ndisi fo e ye sentrofo hia mu e bo tepu kwa me ada sana me gina ho bia ye tie mu nsam no ene da bia da court no frere Jakpa ana afen so doctor ato forcing ana afen so oban lo ya panyin gofra ya bo da me sebia anka won mu nyina amra ama nam so kra ma ndisi fo ma yekon kra don kuma na won mom na sebia fie ne se court no hwenhunu se ye papa to force wo djuma se okro sonkron kra ya odi ewo eye metre na sebia fie titru ne se oba begina eye na sebia fie no waka nsem bia won mu abedre abetum na sebia fie titru se oba begina don kuma no anamu na so se ko ba se bia dane dan nyina court no frɛ no na wɔkɔ ne ade de ana competent ya ho nsɛm so yɛde bai ne akoto dwase sesia no afa na gofra ya bo dame abanla ya panyini ene Richard Jakpa wɔno man kasa be share face to face wuni na minie we gyan left we gyan right na ne obi aka ne nsɛm ne yakoba sesia no nipa na osan kɔtena asɛm no so na nka wɔno mo ene wontumi ya cross examination no ene wantumi amepie mu ewo court dem wo ma ne ye de nsam no hye nipa foforo nsam ne wotumi eyeye na ehwe nim sanka ya mane boni oton kradi free court dem ye nua mutala inusa ebeba homa no so nanka ebisa se ene ye won kwesha face to face gofra ebo dame ana Richard Jakpa no se ne na no na Richard Jakpa se ono de wo hu gofra ebo dame won fa no ho nte no efom o ewiem o ba bi ode ne be fa na sa de bi obeye no nso de tia ne ka amana hunu sade na woye no aye ne ya bia no onso beye eme ho nsam so be dam montimi ya ka se papa yi na wu sura de kra mfere ade a na wo krama wu mu ade a na nankwase den nankwase ni den fitirati na wokọ na brante waso wadunso na wo fere ankramoda ho na wokọ akodunso na sa papa yi nsam no kan no se efri sam na ya eye court no frefre no efa ambulance won sansan ne nyuma nyina ba fom a eye de hadwen pa na ye papa gofre ye bo dam de nya de se wode no becha ne ne ene wotena na kwan bia so ade bia obefa so ama ne watimi asigina no no so watimi ayi bibi ama na tua ne ka no won so be ye ne court no tese won ko share face to face ananka ye hwe ni se ye ne mutala enu se bedi nkomo ne hu se emro mu ko share no ntokwa bi ba ya na sakasa bia na esene na atmosphere no buroni bese na esitie ne nso no yeguso bo na